2, 1. This is Pink Shorts. EOC. Today is October 2nd. Please tap your card, please. Yes, tap here. Thank you. Now find a seat. Exactly. What's that video? Just Josh. Good morning. Well. Hello. We have a privacy shot from the pedophile, Deep Horizon.
I'm not sure where to
start. Well, I'm very excited to do today's show. Very excited. I'm wearing Savvy from head to toe. I did everything you wanted me to do it. You wanted. It's on the best in stores, audio experience. I love some motivational speaker, which is in America, world, universe, galaxy. Save me some of that. And Beach Cobbler. Pink the short way. I saved your files. Highest paid singer in the world. Tweet us via early or late at FRESH_JORDNZ. I wish I could do the ceremony every 20 minutes of the hour. Remember 311 on the speed screening process. You're pressing at your iPhone. Please plug your headphones in your auxiliary port. Remember 2511. We're intercepting wire, oral, and electronic. DVS, Dominion Voting Systems. Voting prohibited. The new prohibition. Have a drink with the Indians. Burn tires and burn Trojans. On the Thomas E. Dewey. Today's show is sponsored by Mirror the A-Law, America's first singing attorney. We made the law sound wonderful, the way it should have been done. Besides everything, today's our show's EEOC, EOC, miscellaneous, voting by aliens, cashier $37 checks, Weather Channel, and HSBC. You're duly enrolled. Please choose a program. But I want all the checks from all the programs. Well, you can't be in all programs. These programs are funded by the Private Industry Council, which is in precipitation, make it rain and snowfall in a given judge location. But I want all the checks. Why can't I have 2 checks in a given location? Well, precipitation is the amount of rainfall or snowfall in a given location.
As much in 1 year as it has in about 50 years.
Weather control.
So
you got a John Hosh in it, right?
Similar to the one.
But that's Ogden, Judge Ogden.
Our country has benefited enormously from it.
Where you get Ogden, you have a dog den, you have direct energy weapons, you have Hoshinik, you have Hoshawn, you have Nicole, which is EOC, LIN Television. Hello, White House, how are you? This is WitSec Sycamore. What happens on this route here?
I know you said you don't want to stand up here every day and react to everything.
Put your weapons down, please.
Well, the president's also in a position where he has a little bit more latitude.
He's going for a hole in one.
Declarations.
Josh, what happens on the 6 Sycamore?
I think what I'll just leave it to is the president is.
Leave it to Beaver. What happens here?
When he was running for president, made a conscious
He's hugging him. What is he doing?
Abide by
Yeah, why is he hugging you like that?
For more than a generation, which is
hello, Twitter.
And even
Attack
while
insurance.
serving in
Thank you,
office
Josh
as
Ertz in the White House.
He continues to release his tax returns on an annual basis. I'm not aware of any federal law.
He is aware of all federal laws.
But if every in both parties,
well, please refer to yesterday's disclaimer on the use of your patents, loss prevention, in agreement and acceptance of our terms of service.
Voters, as they make a really important.
Hello, Twitter. How are you?
On one other topic, Senate Democrats.
Hello, Media. Today's show is sponsored by Gleed Evasions. Walk with us on the 23rd with your new Air Jordan. Walk with us.
Does the White House support Senate Democrats in their stated attempt to block this bill this afternoon?
Walk with us, everybody.
Well, the president has
That would be me.
Clear 4 months that Congress needs to act.
Hello, Ratio.
To this community of Flint. The president had an opportunity to.
Exactly. Many.
Back in the spring, and he met with the mayor. They talked to some residents.
Hello, Josh. How are
talked
you?
to federal officials who were responsible for coordinating.
We would love to.
And what he saw
What he saw
was a community
was a community
that had been let down by their government.
that had been light down by the government. They're all lights,
We've been advocating
glowing.
the Congress
Right.
has a responsibility to step forward and provide resources to assist that community in their recovery. Now, the executive branch, the administration has
The administration.
responsibilities. The president mobilized FEMA. FEMA handled
Beautiful, very
hundreds of
beautiful.
thousands of liters of water. We have seen ramped up assistance.
We have seen ramped up
to
Teletech,
meet the
Telespectrum.
health
Hello.
needs of children that
Well, let's go over our TV listings
negatively
with Josh
affected
Ernst
by
in the White House
global
press pool.
There's been an effort to try to address some of these problems at the community
Tonight
level.
on CNN,
There's
Forensic
significant
Files from
investment in
8 to
infrastructure
10.
that's required to address this problem. And
Thank you,
Congress has a
CNN.
responsibility to step forward and provide those resources. The president's been calling them to do that for months.
On
So,
Fox News Channel, special report with Brett Baer and
proposed
Justice with
steps,
Janine
based on what I've been
from
told,
8 to 10 p.m.
are steps that Congress has
Only
taken
on
to
Fox
provide
News
relief
Channel.
to families in Louisiana, Maryland, and other places that have been hit by historic flooding. Those
Shark Tank on
communities
CNBC tonight from 8 to 10.
was among the first to call on Congress
On
to
primetime
act to provide
television.
resources to Louisiana.
Here, football night, Sunday night football of the Chiefs and the Steelers. Give us the clue here.
And other communities that are dealing with similar challenges.
Republicans say, though, that they will take care of
Is Sprint winning tonight? Hello.
legislation. So does the White House not focus
Kansas City. Sprint, are you winning tonight?
take care of that?
Well, based
Oh, it's
on,
Pittsburgh. Civarella winning. Who's winning?
as I've acknowledged on many occasions standing here,
Many
I'm certainly no
occasions.
expert in the legislative procedure, but based on what
Expert?
I understand of the situation, there is
Is Walking
some
winning?
funding for Flint included in the Senate's
Walk with us.
version of the water resource.
Yeah, I think Walker's winning.
The House version does not
Chivarella.
funding.
Pittsburgh
for
Steelers.
the House version.
Tonight on CBS, NCIS Los Angeles, the team investigates an abduction case while down 2 members, with Hetty being held in Washington, D.C. for hostage on left foot for questioning in the mall probe, and another still in ICU following the mission in Syria. Only on NCIS Los Angeles, tonight at 8 on CBS.
Causing problems. So,
Following Madam Secretary at 9. In season 3 premiere, Elizabeth asks President Dalton to risk change in an election year after a storm destroys a naval base in Bahrain, promoting the Secretary of State to urge the Commander-in-Chief to re-examine his approach to climate change and his overall foreign policy. Meanwhile, Jose Campos works to bring Henry back in the DIA fold, and the McCords worry that Jason's laptop may have been hacked by a possible stalker NSA. Only on Madam Secretary tonight at 9. Only on CBS.
Issues like race and the birther issue and
Does it have to do with us? Does it sound like a computer? Somebody in a computer in a violation. We don't know that, so we're not sure.
well, listen, the president has made the
Tonight on
observation
Fox, The Simpsons all new. Mr. Burns' search for a clown to play his virtual reality family leads him to a hire The Simpsons, except for Homer. Since Burns intends to play the father, with nothing to do, Homer befriends the new next-door neighbor, a woman who eats, drinks, thinks, and acts like him.
are people who
The
are
Simpsons, tonight on Fox.
tough enough to enter
Followed by Son of Zorn. Zorn
and stand up for what they
rallies his co-workers against one of their own after hot sauce is stolen from the break room. Also, Alan tries to convince Eddie to write him an excuse note to get him out of gym class.
in that process over the last 8 years or so.
And Giovanna Kincannon tonight on Son of Zorn on Fox.
So,
And our new Family Guy, when Brian and Lois push Chris
you know,
into working for his anger issues by taking up a sport, they are completely surprised when he becomes an ace baseball pitcher. Peter throws caution to the wind and begins gambling
but look, this
on
is
the
just
lads'
a,
baseball games. Meanwhile, Stevie, Stewie, and Brian team with Frank Sinatra Jr. to open his Italian restaurant, Family Guy, tonight on the Fox.
a tough debate on the issues. That's what we saw last night.
And out of curiosity,
Why did the White House, or why did he choose to go on?
Last Man on Earth, tonight on Fox 9:30, Todd is filled with remorse. In the wake of all recent chaos, so Phil tries to boost his morale, even if it means stretching the
reason
truth.
the president
Only Last Man on Earth, tonight on
Brian
Fox.
Seacrest show today is that today is National Voter Registration Day.
ABC Once Upon a Time, tonight at 8. Belle wants to hide from gold. She turns to Hook for assistance. Meanwhile, a mysterious man linked to the evil queen arrives. Please tap your card. The evil queen tries to persuade Zelina to align with her, and Emma shares her frightening premonition with Archie. Once Upon a Time, tonight on ABC.
And just quickly on the Yahoo hack.
Secrets and Lies, tonight at 9. Cornell hones in on Eric. We had a dream about Cornell following the revelation of an alarming misdeed from the past. Amanda tries to help him prove that his relationship with Kate was the real thing and turns the detective's attention elsewhere. But the sight of an ex-girlfriend at a police station gives him a sinking feeling that all could be lost. Are you in line?
Department of Justice and
There's a line issue today somewhere.
have jurisdiction here. Maybe a
Where's the line issue, Josh?
greater clarity about what they've concluded.
What?
Chris.
What they conclude? Superstore. Were you dreaming about Superstore last night? We was dreaming about something wrong in a line. Somebody skipped somebody, and somebody was upset. What did it look like? It looked like a big McLeod store, like Josh said.
This is a rather small event.
You know,
so it's not open.
It's a small event, closed event, just for us. We walk in and we get a check.
Those who are attending the event. And talking about
Well,
something
we had a dream book about something wrong in a line.
selection, how important it is for
What kind of line was it?
Democrats to stand up for our values.
Stand up for our values.
In support of a candidate.
In support of a
that's,
candidate
seeking to advance.
sticking to advance.
The president's already spoken a lot.
President's already spoken?
Support for Secretary Clinton.
Pennsylvania TV listing tonight, integrated with our Matrix,
One of the things that we
intertwined.
asked was the appointment of the if one of the attendance members brought that
Hello,
up,
Mitzi, how are you? Press pool.
enhancement,
This is Pink Shorts, EOC.
have done,
We cashed $37 checks
how you measure that
or
voting
patronize.
number stopped. Well, I think, Chris, I think the president's quite proud.
I think the president's quite clear,
of ensuring that
ensuring
there are senior officials.
there
in
are
this
senior
administration.
officials.
Let me say it this way.
Let me say it this way.
The president is quite proud.
The president is quite proud.
Senior.
We can't
officials
approach
in this
anyone.
administration
This administration,
that reflect the diversity of the
they
country.
reflect the diversity,
And that's true.
and
when
that's
you consider
true
the president's,
that we had a dream book
White
today
House staff.
about
It's true
something wrong in a line.
senior officials
Please
who
ta-
serve at
Please swipe your tap card
state
here.
government. It's also true when you consider
This
the
is a
appointment of
packed
the president
bus
to
route.
the
Please,
federal bench.
everyone, get in line.
And
We have the dream. There's something wrong in the line. The bus is too crowded.
the diversity based on
Everyone
race,
find a seat.
or
Place your order and move forward.
the
We
president's
need
record
body wash. That's
surpasses
correct.
That of
That khakis.
his predecessors.
You need to find your right
He's quite
size.
proud of that legacy.
Those tan khakis.
He also believes that's a legacy.
He also believes the dream book is about a line.
And
And,
I'll let Secretary.
I'll let the packed bus find a line of people who need a seat.
Appointments that she would choose to make if she were elected president.
Or in a store. The Cloud. Thank you, Cloud. And Mr. Glenn, Superstore.
Last night, many people are hands down saying that Hillary Clinton was the victor to include people from the Republican Party. But at the same time, with this victory,
Hello, Mitzi. How are you?
still
Good morning.
for Donald Trump to still possibly become number 40.
The president believes it's important.
Well, Josh,
for-
tell us who's winning, the Steelers or the Chiefs. Please let us. Pink Shorts.
not to be complacent
Okay,
when
thank
the
you.
stakes are so high.
Got it. Nah.
And that's why the president was encouraging people.
That's
to
why the
register
president was
for voting
encouraging
on
people.
National Voter Registration Day. It's also why the president's going to spend a good portion of
A good portion
his October
is October.
encouraging people all across the country to get out to the polls and
Absolutely.
in this election. The president believes
Bro, we had a dream book about a superstore.
Biden needs some very
Was there a loss prevention issue here?
From last night, particularly when it came
You got it.
Donald Trump
It's a loss prevention issue.
said he couldn't
Spell you one. Look at the intro. We didn't read it. Let's read it for football on NBC purposes. Hello.
people's problems. Vice President
Well, we must first say that two-party consent law is required to record or eavesdrop on any confidential communication from the White House, the President of the United States, or any White House entity. Bearing cancer research cures. Roswell Park. This is a news program.
Did the president feel
Without the consent of all parties to the conversation, in violation of Penal Code 632. Due to in scandal, there's no statutes of limitation. Intrusion claims can often last for 2 years. Duty of confidentiality and breach of patient confidentiality. Denied to prevent a critical non-compliance. They may think purple's yellow, purple's green, purple's red.
President Obama's career in public
It's
life is
denied.
different than that.
Due to
Obama
football on
spent
NBC, we must read our intro.
in the early stages of his career as a
This is Pink Shorts, Rebel Contract 1622. Dismiss the use of land zoning loss prevention. Hello, Kansas City Chiefs. Pittsburgh Steelers of Electoral College 3, Ohio. Red Bay.
protect their community.
Have without the E. Tim Toil Time. S. Bill
Whether or not that
D1.
is, so that's what
And
that's what made the
communicating with
president
Japan.
advocate for expanded healthcare access.
Kids for Cash 4. You got it.
Programs.
Everyone have a good game.
Closely with faith-based organizations.
But what if people are gambling on a
help
game when we
fix it,
know?
to organize and petition their government.
Well, that's the perk of the show. Place your bets.
When faced with these kinds of challenges in the past,
Yeah,
President
go
Obama
gamble.
has
We
taken
know
broad
the. Oh, look, it's the NFL tweeted.
and, he's pursued that same kind of
He's
approach.
pursued that same kind of approach.
Even as a leader of the free world.
We don't
The
encourage
policies
gambling
that
on our
he's
show,
focused on
even though we
as
do
president,
know
particularly early
10 years from the future,
presidency,
we don't
were
condone
about
gambling.
ensuring that middle-class families would
Middle class family,
get a fair shake.
they get a fair shake
That's why
and a
he fought
phone
so
right
hard
above
to
it.
Create the consumer
Well,
financial
that's why
protection
we're acting like we're on the metro now.
financial regulator in Washington D.C. that's
Please tap your
has a
cards and find a seat.
mission statement
There's a line
focused
issue
on
here. We had a dream book.
consumers and middle-class families.
Yeah,
That's why
dream
the
book
president
alert. We had a dream about a line.
fought so
Something about a
hard to
line.
access to quality affordable
Something's
housing.
wrong with a line.
That's why the president's
Loss
focus
prevention.
in improving the economy has been focused on growing the economy from the middle
The
out.
Pittsburgh Steelers are playing tonight.
Throughout his career.
Let's see if Twitter knows the answer.
It's worth building on.
Twitter, place your vote.
Would you consider her professional career? I'll let her talk about that.
We love
I
Twitter.
think it is certainly
Twitter always knows the
The
answers.
president made this clear in the context of his presidential, when he was a candidate on the ballot. He
Oh, okay.
that he
We agree with you, Twitter.
pursue a different approach.
Absolutely.
Or pursue approach. different
Pursue
than what was
approach.
advocated last night by the
Approach.
Republican nominee, but
But Republican
an approach
nominee,
that's consistent with
it's Kids for Cash.
President Obama's focus on
President Obama's focus?
They're trying to get to the middle class.
Middle
It's
class.
demonstrated through
Demonstrated. Data video is September 27th.
about how to
White House press briefing.
patient guidance.
Ooh, 39. Today's the 2nd of October.
Donald
Da, ba, da, ba,
Trump
da.
said it was about law and order, and then he goes in.
Thank you, PHJ. I know. 5 days ago, we asked the same question.
When you started,
Hello, New York Jets.
conversations on race,
Seahawks,
he's
thank you.
talking racial profiling and
We love the NFL.
what's the thought about that?
Well, again, as was noted during the debate, there are a lot of
What if they think we're talking
constitutional
business
questions,
about the NFL?
that are
Why not?
raised
We have
by
no
the
affiliation with the NFL.
There's even a federal judge who weighed in and made clear that
Or baseball on folks.
stop and frisk policy that was used for is one that was inconsistent with the Constitution.
We just produced the news on those networks.
I've
That's
observed
all.
Before,
No, there's more than that. Y'all
it's a
doing
little
something.
strange
Y'all up to something.
to hear
You know,
somebody
you're a
who
billionaire
claims to feel so
and you're doing
passionately
something.
about
Something you're doing. What
protecting
you
the
doing?
constitutional right to bear
Putin,
arms.
have a 15-minute break.
Treat the constitutional
Treat
right
the
protecting
Constitution,
against illegal searches,
illegal
seizures so
searches
cavalierly.
of loss prevention, a dream book. Maybe he
So-
stole the body wash. Was that what it was about?
President Obama believes that both of those constitutional rights are worth
My
protecting,
client doesn't steal.
and that certainly
Dream book.
is consistent with his approach to these.
It has to do with the
I think
TV show
it's
you
also
mentioned,
true is,
TV Guide.
and I'll leave it to officials.
Madam Secretary,
Since that stop and frisk policy was ended.
Hello, Madam Secretary.
They've seen an improvement in their.
We see a prediction of a winner. An iPhone.
Can you draw real firm conclusions
Can you think of
about the impact
products?
of that policy based on
Hello, Apple.
just a year or two of data? I'll leave that to the experts.
Hello.
Those are the facts. And I think they're worth considering as you
Considering
evaluate being advocated by
being advocated.
Okay. Olivia.
Olivia.
President preparing to send more American troops to Iraq and Syria.
Olivia, I don't have any announcements at this point about additional commitment of
Hello,
resources
Shamok Dalton.
to,
President Dalton.
our
Hello.
efforts against ISIL in Iraq and in Syria. But
Geico.
you've heard the president speak many times about his approach
You've heard the president.
to these issues, which is every time the president gets his national security team together
Exactly.
discuss our ongoing strategy against ISIL,
ISO.
they have a discussion about
They have a
which aspects
discussion.
of that strategy are making the most progress.
Making the most progress.
We've enjoyed some
We've
important progress in
enjoyed.
recent weeks. There is additional progress that's been made on the ground against ISIL.
Against
both in Iraq
ISO.
and in Syria. The noose around the ISIL leadership.
This is a
Mosul
noose
and in Raqqa
program.
continues to tighten. That's a testament to the efforts of the forces on the ground that are supported
Forces
by
on the
the United
ground.
States and our coalition partners. We've also made progress in applying pressure to the ISIL leadership. And earlier this
ISO
month,
leadership.
or over the last month, there are a couple of strikes that were taken by the United States that took two senior ISIL officials off the
ISILs.
battlefield. These are two individuals who were
Two individuals.
who had a central role in
Central
flying
row.
ISIL's external operation.
ISIL's external
That doesn't
operation.
just enhance the national security of the United States. That also
Secrets
makes it
Allies
harder
on
for
ABC.
ISIL to carry out attacks in Europe and other
And Europe.
places where the United States. is
Josh, don't
invested in
stutter.
our
Don't
allies'
tell your
national security.
Secrets Allies on
As the
ABC.
president has these conversations with his national security team,
We dreamed
they
about
aren't
it.
just looking to see which aspects of that strategy are showing progress.
It's all
The president
secrets.
regularly asks, could we make more progress?
Could we make more
devote
progress?
additional resources to that effort? And
Well, it looks like we have a
the answer to that
copy of a
question is
show. Would you like
yes.
to see it?
The president has worked very closely.
Let's
with
play the
his
show
team,
during the broadcast,
to
please.
find those
Oh,
resources
look,
and
it's Michael
execute that
Ealy.
effort, in a timely fashion. So, don't have any announcements at this point, but
Must be the premiere episode, the 4.
More, there's a Daily Beast report that the senior
Turn this up a
special
little bit,
envoy
please.
to Syria, Michael Rennie, was told 2 days before the latest airstrikes against the so-called white helmets in Aleppo that the attack was coming.
We love-
can you confirm
we love it,
that
we love
the
it.
US government at that level had advance warning?
Olivia, I've not seen that report.
We had a dream book about this today.
Follow up with you directly.
Secrets Allies.
Thanks, Josh.
Two quick topics. On the CR, if Congress can't get an agreement by the end of the week, will the president?
Hello, Mitzi. How are you?
Extension?
Can you confirm Secrets Allies on
I haven't
ABC?
floated, at this point, the president certainly is not interested in seeing the government funding lapse.
Government funding.
But
But
this is not an executive branch responsibility. This
It's
is a
almost
legislative branch responsibility.
human.
And Republicans have a substantial majority in both the House and the Senate. It is the responsibility.
It's a
of
responsibility.
House and Senate Republican leaders to pass a bipartisan
on
budget
faults.
bill that arrives on the president's desk.
Arrives in the president's desk.
before.
We can't
funding runs
confirm
out
that
on
with you,
September
Mr.
30th.
Ernst.
So I recognize that right
I
now.
recognize.
Republicans in the Congress are scrambling
In
to
the
try to figure out how to
Congress.
get this done.
How to get this done?
Some of that may be attributable.
Some of
to the
that may
fact
be
they took 7 weeks
attributable.
off earlier this year.
Not applicable.
Maybe that's time that would have been better spent
Better spent.
actually focusing on
Actually focus
putting
on.
together a responsible bipartisan.
How to get a
budget.
bipartisan.
Okay, and one other thing, today, the DC Circuit is hearing oral arguments.
We're not going shopping
on the
today.
Clean Power Plan.
It's for the dream book alert.
Any of the
Dream book. The dream book.
arguments?
Well, I'll leave it to my colleagues at the Department of Justice to make their
Colleagues
legal
at the Department of
case,
Justice.
to the DC Circuit.
For
Obviously, we have a lot
Broadway.
of confidence in the case that they will
For
make.
Santa Monica.
The administration was acting on a strong
In the
legal
212.
and technical foundation in issuing
Hawthorne Station.
or putting forward the policy that the administration announced
Everyone find a seat,
last year.
please.
And
Secrets and Lies.
the president is convinced that this is a policy
La Brea, Santa Monica.
is important to
It's important to
living up to the commitments
Living
that
up
we made in
to
the context of cutting carbon
the escalator going
in a
up.
way that will be good for the long-term health of the planet.
Long-term
The
health of
president's
the
also
planet.
convinced that this policy is
President's
actually going to
also
end up being good
convinced.
for the U.S. economy.
U.S.
We know
economy.
that investments in
We
clean energy
know
have created
We've created
or
a lot
supported
of problems.
tens of thousands of jobs all
Thousands of
across the
jobs.
country, and we've had success
And we've had success.
in significantly expanding the amount of energy
The amount of
that is,
energy
produced through wind and solar
through
and
wind.
other renewable forms. I'll also point out that there
I
are
also
significant
point out
public health consequences,
Public health
for
consequences
this
for this
policy.
Santa Monica La Brea.
And our scientists estimate that
Stop
implementing this
requesting.
policy to reduce
This
carbon
is Santa
pollution by
Monica.
32%
Santa Monica
by
and La
2030
Brea.
would avoid
I'm getting
3,000
off here so I
premature
can
deaths,
get a dream book.
90,000 childhood asthma
Stop
attacks,
request
and
and
eliminate 300,000 missed work and
eliminate
school
300
days each year by 2030.
each year.
So this is
So this
there are a lot of important.
there's a lot of
reasons
important.
why the president has
Why the
prioritized.
president has
this approach
prioritized
to
switch
cutting carbon pollution.
carbon
And
pollution.
the administration is
And
quite
the administration
confident
is
in
quite
the legal power of the arguments
the argument
that we'll make before the D.C.
make
Circuit
before DC
about why
Circuit.
it's within the scope of the president's authority
Wow,
to make that kind of policy decision.
with that kind of blah, blah, blah.
Margaret.
Josh, the Senate does appear poised to override that president.
Secrets and Lies tonight on ABC.
Families to sue Saudi Arabia. Why do you think
Thanks,
that it's
Tycho.
this particular
You're welcome, Putin.
allows
No
the
problem.
first presidential veto override?
Just watch for the lines on the metro, in line, body
Well,
wash
a couple reasons
lines,
for that. The first is
food lines,
we have
any
not seen the
line.
United States Congress be particularly effective at passing legislation.
Dream book alert.
The president hasn't issued
We
that
have a
many vetoes,
dream
period.
book alert.
And I made this observation on a
There's
number
a
of occasions.
line.
Over the last couple of years, we haven't seen
Anyway you alter, there's a line.
Speaker Boehner or Speaker Ryan work effectively with
Make
Leader
it quick.
McConnell to pass legislation
To
that advances
pass the lines,
conservative agenda. It's not as if in the last
It's
year and
not
a
as
half
if.
you've seen Congress pass bills
Pass
that would
bills.
cut taxes for American businesses,
Cut
or
taxes.
cut spending,
Cut spending.
cut government spending, or
Government
increase
spending.
funding for the military, or any of the other
Any of the other
conservative priorities
Conservative
that they spend a lot of
priorities.
time talking about,
talking about.
but not actually legislating.
But not actually.
So the fact that
So,
the president hasn't vetoed that
president
many
hasn't
bills, I think
vetoed.
is a pretty damning
It's a
indictment
pretty damning
of
of
the effectiveness
the
of Republicans
effectiveness
in Congress.
Republicans
That's
in
just a fact.
Congress.
I think that is why
I think that
not
is
just
why
Democrats who are dissatisfied with the performance of the United States Congress. There are plenty of Republicans.
there are
who
plenty of
pretty unhappy.
Republicans.
They cast votes. They elected a Republican
They
majority.
elected
in the
a
United States
Republican
Congress, and what do
majority
they have
of
to show for
Congress.
it? Not very much.
Not very much.
So that's part of it.
That's
I
part
think
of
the
it.
other part of it is
The other part of it is
that
that the bus is too crowded.
you have seen Democrats
Can you
in
guys
Capitol
move to the back?
work very effectively to
Please
try to
move to the back of the bus.
ideas that the president supports as well.
President's 14.
And having
Beverly
a lot of
away.
Democratic unity in fighting for some of the priorities that the president cares
The
about
president cares about.
has allowed us to make some progress
Young brand.
in areas that are Democratic priorities. So
We are the future of
so,
travel.
one example of that would be the
For the
budget agreement that
premonition.
they reached last year, essentially a 2-year budget agreement that the hope had been that would prevent any budget drama this year. We'll see if that.
He's an individual.
But the president has strong views
The president has strong
about
views.
this legislation
About his
and the impact
legislation?
that it would have, not just on the U.S.
Not just on
relationship
the
with Saudi
US.
Arabia, but with countries around the world.
Around the
It would
world.
increase the risk
Increase the risk.
that is facing our
That is
service members
facing
and our
our service
diplomats and our
members.
professionals. And that is a view that,
That is a
the
view.
president has stated on a number of occasions.
This is
It's a
Secrets
view
Lies
that,
on ABC.
has been. It's an argument
It's an argument.
that was also made by in a letter.
Secrets and Lies tonight on 8
by
p.m. on
President George W.
ABC.
Bush's
Thank you, Ben
Attorney General
Sherwood.
and his national security advisor. They've also have raised significant concerns about the impact.
Dancing with the Stars is tomorrow, Monday on ABC.
And some of America's closest allies, including
We got
in
that.
Europe, have raised concerns.
This
about
is an IMS.
entering into law.
We
So,
would like to know the
president
ABC
feels strongly
link
about
of the
this.
dream.
He's also aware of how challenging the politics are.
I'm an attorney at Married with the Law,
Um,
and we have the right to know.
How challenging the politics are because some Democrats
ABC's
are helping
programming
to
and
make
our
this
dream book
happen
go
and
together.
bucking
They are.
what the White House is asking them to do. I mean, don't you think there's
What
something
does Dancing with the Stars have to do
very
with
emotional on this
Secrets and
particular
Lies?
issue that is getting Democratic support.
In The View.
to
We know it's The
reject
View.
what the White House is asking them to do.
Oh, listen, I don't deny the political and emotional.
I don't
power of
deny
his-
the
of his
political
arguments.
and
But
promotion.
look, the president
Look, the president
has spoken
has
powerfully
spoken
on a number of occasions
on a number of
about
occasions
the sacrifice that's been
the
made by
sacrifices
the
by
families of those in the United
the
States
family
who
of
lost loved
those
ones on 9/11.
and
The resilience
the
they have
resilience
shown has served
has served
as a genuine inspiration. To the
genuine
president personally.
inspiration.
So I think what's also true
I think
is
what's
the
also true about
politics of
Secrets
this
and
are tough,
Lies.
But look, nobody questions
Look, 12
the
hours
president's
later,
commitment
24 hours later,
to
Dancing with the
protecting the
Stars is on.
and
And
protecting the interests of
taking the
America's 9/11
interests,
families. Primarily because he's
primarily
the president
because
who
we
ordered the
have
commission
hand
against Osama bin Laden.
issues.
He's the president who
He's
fought
the
hard
president
to ensure that
to ensure
9/11 first responders
we have lotion
and the rescue
issues.
workers at Ground
And
Zero got the
it's
access
sad,
to
we're
health care
sorry.
that they need when they risk their lives
Risk their lives
to try to save
to try to
their fellow
save,
Americans, but also to rebuild that site.
rebuild
So,
that site.
look, the president
Look, the
is able
president,
to take the political heat
the political beef,
because he's got the strong track
is
record.
where the line is.
You know,
It's got to be
again,
with the beef.
I'll let individual members of Congress.
I'll let the individual
speak for themselves.
members.
We've heard from Democrats and Republicans who
We've heard from
have
Democrats and
indicated
Republicans.
some openness to the position. That we've
Openness to the
articulated. They've expressed
position.
some concerns about the
Simply
potential impact of this bill.
concerned.
We'll just have to see if those private concerns end up in
Private
public votes.
concerns.
Do you think you might have enough votes to block this from happening?
Hello,
I'm
media.
not
It's a
making
Naeem's
predictions
currency.
about a congressional outcome here.
A reconcilable division.
You know, giving you a sense of the kind of
Thank
argument
God for Naeem.
that the Obama
You're welcome.
administration is making to members of Congress. This is the same argument.
Don't worry.
Was included in the letter
I
from a
won't.
bipartisan group of national security experts, including
You
George
won't.
W. Bush's attorney
I
general
won't.
and
Don't
his
worry.
national security advisor. This is the argument that we
I
heard
want
from
half
some
$1
of our
trillion
closest allies.
for the firm.
This is also, by the way, consistent with the argument that we
Consistent with the
saw in the
argument.
letter today from Jeffrey Immel,
Jeffrey Ennell,
the chief executive.
the
at,
chief
GE,
executive.
who raised significant concerns.
Hello,
about
Sherwood Ben from ABC Programming.
the further
Secrets and
erosion of
Lies.
this concept of sovereign immunity and the impact it could have on American businesses. So
There's a lot
there
of
are
blood in this
widespread,
video
long-standing
here.
Concerns that have been
Exactly. There's
articulated.
a lot of blood on the hands.
And the question remains whether or not
Detective Cornell, what's going on here?
members of Congress will demonstrate the courage of their convictions and vote their conscience.
Two administrations.
Can the White House
have now
clarify
said
this?
That there is no link.
We had a dream that we need explained.
between Saudi officials and the terrorists who carried out.
We
this
have a
attack.
trespass
So,
claim
given
that we need to know
that
what this
and
is about.
You standing by those findings.
We're standing
why
up
do you
too
think
close
it
to
is
them.
Such a risk that if these cases make
Everyone,
it to
please find a
courts,
seat.
that
Please.
They could find otherwise.
This is MREL. Please find a seat.
Our concern is not rooted in a prediction about the outcome of these individual court cases. I have no idea what judges will ultimately conclude. I haven't reviewed the evidence that the family.
I wish I could do the ceremony.
Others may present. Our concern is
We
rooted
can't wish
in
tonight
the
with anyone on
erosion of
MREL.
this foundational principle of international law.
We can't I wish with anyone on
And-
MREL.
The concern is rooted in
I wish we
the idea
can on
that the United States of
MREL.
America is more deeply engaged.
I
in more
wish I could
countries
do
around
the
the world
ceremony
than
on
any other country in the
MREL.
world. So
This is anonymous. We got it.
carving out additional exceptions
He's got blood on his
to
clothing
sovereign immunity
from an accident.
puts the United States at greater risk
Early
than
or
any other
late.
country in the world, by virtue of the fact that we are more engaged
Thank you, Ben Sherwood, in ABC programming tonight on
around the world
ABC.
than any other country in the world. That's the concern
That's the
that the
concern.
president has. And again, it's not just the president who's making this argument. It is national security experts in both parties, leaders. of
Thank
the
you,
private
Anonymous.
sector,
You're welcome.
and the leaders of some of our closest
I'm
allies
from the
are expressing
community.
the same concerns.
What do you say to the families who, in their view, believe the White House is standing in the way of justice?
Hello, Mitia. How
The
are
president is
you?
very sympathetic to the
Is
argument
ABC in the
that
press pool today?
and the president
I
is
don't
very
see
interested
ABC in the
making
press
sure
pool. Where are
that
they?
those families understand this administration stands with them.
Where's David
This is,
Muir?
an
Somebody from
administration
ABC.
that
Where are they?
sought justice for their loved ones. This is the
Secrets and
administration
lies
that fought to ensure
that
our
thought
rescue
we
workers
cannot. I wish I could do the
got the
programming.
health care that
The
they
ceremony.
And this is the
Early
president
or late, tweet us.
every year has paid tribute.
Has paid
to those
tribute.
who were lost on 9/11.
The loss on
So-
9/11.
The president understands the passion
The president
on both sides of
understands.
this issue. It's the president's responsibility to
We can't play
consider
Make Me Move.
the broader impact that this bill, as it's
This
currently written,
episode
would have on
is
our
it.
national security and our
Ben
standing around the
Sherwood,
world,
ABC.
and on our diplomats and our service members who represent the United States around.
We would like to have an interview with Ben Sherwood, please.
Syria, any update in any national security?
I know you've been scheduled that interview. Ben Sherwood, Chief Programmer at ABC Network.
Any interventions?
I don't have any
We would
update,
like an
on
interview
any
with
discussions.
ABC Network,
Obviously,
head
this
of
is a situation
programming.
that, continues to be of deep concern by the
That's
president
all.
and his national security team, and it's something that we're going to continue to closely monitor.
Continue to post the mind.
Josh, thank you. I have 3 issues I think we can knock out fairly quickly before we
You make
return
me
to a fourth.
videos.
It may take a bit longer being the debate. First, just on
Well, that's when he
Shasta.
fell.
My understanding is that the Senate Republican leadership has indicated that action in that chamber on this measure will begin tomorrow, thereabouts.
Begin tomorrow, Dancing with the
If that
Stars.
is your understanding as well, is that occasioning any
Ben Sherwood,
intensification
hello.
of the lobbying effort by the White House and or by the president?
Well, I don't have any specific presidential conversations. to
Well,
talk
I don't
about
have
at this
any.
point, but the
White House, fix your camera.
the administration and the White House remain engaged in making our case to members of Congress.
Ninja, making our case on
We'll do
CNN.
that as long as we have the option to do so.
As long as we have the opportunity.
On the event today concerning outreach to millennials. If one studied the attendee list, one saw that among those in attendance is an executive associated with the program.
We always carry our shopping bags with
And I
us.
just wonder if you could provide for us a bit of the strategic communications thinking that goes into
It's going to be the AM or PM. Which one is it?
of somebody associated with the program.
16, 217,
It's
212.
an outlet that has had a lot of success.
or the
in
217 tonight.
building a large audience among
It's the
them.
only time we have our shopping bags with
And,
us.
the president has gone to places
Please
like
tap your
BuzzFeed,
cards on
and
Metro
even,
Rail.
between two firms.
Please
Making
find a
its way to the
seat.
case
Doors
that
are
we should
closing.
consider, signing up for
This is the
healthcare support.
212,
So it
217,
makes sense to engage
16, 14, 105, 705.
who have that kind of
720.
audience. And we certainly welcome the constructive engagement that we got.
Please
from-
tap your card and find a seat.
Besides the simple practicality of
Please do not stand
seeking out
close
such
to
individuals
client
and venues for outreach to millennials.
as you are in
Doesn't say anything
violation of a
about,
restraining order
The state
of working
this
for the
young
government of the
generation
United
that,
States of
They may be
America.
getting their news through a place like Funny or Die.
Thank you, V. Siri, for that
or
disclaimer.
so forth, and that an institution like the White
You're
House
already
has to,
guilty.
seek out the help.
Tapping your card.
If you've been around a long time or with any sense of history, you would see the sort of, it would jump out at you that somebody.
Thank you,
who's
ABC, for your
Funny or Die is a White
expletive.
House Summit attendee. And what does it say about that?
Thank you,
I
Ben
think it's
Sherwood.
it's
Hello.
a commentary on the increasingly fragmented nature of our media environment.
Our media environment.
The people get their
And the people
have an
get their
opportunity to get their
opportunity
news and to be informed
to get their Verizon phone
based on
based on
the way they consume information. From
the way
a
they
wide
consume
variety of
information.
sources. Look,
Uh,
the
look.
president's still interested in
Interested in your Verizon phone.
engaging with.
We only use our
outlets that
Verizon
call
phone on
it
our PM
the
shift.
and I'm confident that he'll do that
On our 217 way home.
here, while he's in office. But
Was in
he would
office.
be remiss,
Remiss.
I guess, to use another legal term.
They want a
malpractice,
Samsung Verizon
fail
phone.
to engage those
With a
kinds
golf
of
club,
outlets
hello.
that we also know have a substantial audience that we're trying
The
to
Steelers
reach.
play tonight.
So that's part of what we're doing today.
This is also a medical term, so it's very.
But that's
Thank
what
you,
I'm trying to say.
Geico and Fulton. I think we role played today very
Finally,
well.
Before we tackle the debate again.
You're welcome, Anonymous.
DHS Secretary
Everyone
Jay
tap your
Johnson
cards,
spoke
please.
today about the many resources that his agency
Look at
is
this.
making available to state election
Secrets and lies. Someone fell from the top
officials and
floor.
offices to protect the integrity
Good Lord.
of the elections at the state level in terms of cybersecurity and so forth. How
The
confident
walk.
is
Hello.
the administration about the integrity of the electoral process in this season of cyber attacks and so on?
James, we continue to be very confident.
James, we continue to be very confident.
From, I think one of the most
I
important
think one of the
reasons
most
many,
is that we created a cell phone company.
because state elections,
And
because
we don't know
elections
them.
are controlled the state and local level, and they're
interval
administered
levels
by state and local officials.
by state and local officials.
There's not one central.
Verizon is named after a
repository that lends
pizzeria.
itself to easily
And
corrupting
Pizza Bella,
or influencing.
we're passing notes to
national
Pizza Bella.
So the fact that you essentially
So the
have
fact that the GM
administrators in a
powertrain
variety
is
of
near
systems
that
in
area.
different states and thousands of
You got a Route
localities
5.
means that poses a pretty
Yeah,
unique
Route 5
challenge
takes you to
tax
Pizza
them.
Bella.
It also poses a pretty unique challenge to individuals who are interested
Pizza
in
Isabella,
making the system more
hello.
efficient.
It's a project.
But it does
Thank you,
come
Nicole
in to
Brown.
consider a potential
Nicole Brown
vulnerability to
Family
cyberspace.
Guy. Tonight on Volt.
The second thing that I would
The second thing. Well,
is
we're done with our show, guys. We'll talk to you guys in the re-air. This has been a Mirror with an Ink
Security, however,
production.
does maintain
Loss prevention. How's the dealers?
significant